Okay. Man, I cannot believe this happened. Why did this happen? I just made this whole entire video about, anyway, maybe I'll just do my hair now because I made this whole entire video talking about transgenderism and everything, and then this shit was just zooming in all the way. And I'm like, why the fuck were you doing that? Dude, I hate this fucking phone. But anyway, so I guess now I have to kind of like wrap it up a little bit more. But I'm just trying to make sure this shit sets in a little bit. But hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just wanted to talk briefly because I was talking for about like 10, 15 minutes about this shit, so maybe it's for a good purpose. But I just wanted to talk about transgenderism and just like the whole mania behind it and how it's just been kind of like used. I feel like it's been used for a couple of tactics. I feel like it's been used as population control. I feel like it's been used to like feminize, you know, especially like the black community. Not to say there's a lot of white transgenders as well, but it just seems to be like, especially for male to female transgenders, seem to be very, very, very prevalent in the black and Hispanic communities, which I find that to be very, very, very interesting. Um, but just in itself, you know, I feel like transgenderism is just like you're putting on this mask, you know, you're putting on this facade, because you know, because I've heard the story a million times. Oh, when I was a kid, I always felt different. Oh, when I was a kid, I always, you know, I just liked, you know, pink stuff and I like playing with dolls and makeup and dresses and, you know, I never understood why, you know, and then as I got older, I started to realize, oh my God, I'm a girl. Pause. Stop right there. What the does that mean? Because you like pink and you like doing hair and you like wearing dresses at 5 years old, you're a girl. And I find it so amazing how people will run with this narrative. Let me plug in my flat iron. How people will like run with this narrative, right? And they'll just take it for face value because one, we're living in a society today where, you know, groupthink is very, very prevalent. Political correctness is very, very prevalent. So people are not even really allowed to show like their real, true feelings about a matter like this without being seen as xenophobic, or like a dumb bitch or something. But no, that I think I'm really surprised that more people, at least there's not more of like outrage, because to just think about it. Think about it. You know, you go through, especially for, I mean, female and male transgenders is just like, I could not walk around with some plastic dick with no nerve endings. You can't even feel the shit. You're just walking around with weight in your fucking underwear. And then for a male to female transgender, it's like you're you're removing all your parts that actually can create life, and then you're replacing them with fake parts, you know, where they turn the dick inside out or whatever, to where you can't even, it's just, there's no point outside of vanity. I just feel like this idea of like transitioning is just very vain. Hold on one second, I'm gonna get my comb, I'll be right back. Shit. But yeah, I just feel that people are too comfortable with just being like, yes, you know, because the science or whatever. Fuck the science. Fuck all that shit. Use your own eyes and just use what you know. You know, especially if these people that want to call themselves believing in God. That's one thing about transgenders that I don't understand. It's like they'll claim to believe in God, and a lot of them are something, and you're doing some crazy, dumb, fucked up shit like that. Like that's the biggest slap in the face to God, if you ask me. Um, because like and I can only relate this to myself because I'm a person where I could, you know, do my nails and makeup and look like a completely different person when I want to, and I have. But it's like at the same time, I'm like, I don't care how much makeup I put on. I don't care how long and pretty my nails are. I don't care how fucking um any of that shit. Like it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, I'm still a dude. Even if I did get that, because I can't, it's just, and I think the reason why I'm focusing so much on male to female transgenders is because male to female transgenders tend to claim womanhood a lot more than female to male transgenders. Like, I haven't heard a female to male transgender say that, they know what it's like to be a man and they understand what it means to walk around and excavate this world as a male. But when you get male to female transgenders, and I don't know if that's just like some underlying patriarchal feeling like they just, they could be through the patriarchy that transgender women are given like a pass in the sense that no one has to question it. You're not. It doesn't even seem like you're allowed to question it. And not to say questioning someone's identity or whatever, but we're allowed to ask questions. That's the society that we live in. Why? Why? Why is one of the most important questions you could ask. That's the most important question you can ask. Like, why? Why is this happening? Why are you doing this? What's the purpose? I just don't see what the purpose of transgenderism. I don't see what the purpose is of transitioning outside of vanity. I just don't see the purpose. So I guess in summation, I think we need to think really, really hard about the world that we're living in and where we're going. Because it's so easy to sit here and get caught up in all these fads and all these things. We have your kids doing it, and the parents don't really know what to do because the parents didn't grow up with internet. So they're just like getting all these things bombarded them at one time. And these kids just don't know what to believe because, you know what I mean? It's like, you have to look at the whole octopus and the suction cups and everything. You can't just look at transgenderism as like this blanket thing. There's so many things that are involved with someone's identity. There's so many reasons why someone would want to detach themselves from who they are. It could be a plethora of reasons. And I think we need to stop being so blind, and we need to stop just allowing people to create these narratives, especially narratives that dictate our society, and what's acceptable and all of that. We need to start, like, just asking more questions, man, and just start getting more involved in the process as well. Just like I said, I don't really see too many people on here debating transgenderism or even talking about it in a very, matter-of-fact, scientific level. It always just comes back to how people feel and what people think, but people's feelings and thoughts are dictated so much by their environment and what kind of content that they're absorbing, how they're raised, that it's just like science or like this gray area of just like, who am I, and I can be whoever I want to be. Sure, you can be whoever you want to be. Sure. I don't know if you'll be happy. You might think you'll be happy, but once you snip that shit, it's over. But anyway, I wasn't trying to run on forever. I have to take this shit off really soon anyway. I want to smoke a cigarette. How much time do I have left? But yeah, we just need to be more aware of these things and stop just like letting the media dictate how we raise our kids and what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. I don't care too much about what the LGBTQIA community says because they haven't really done shit for me anyway. But all I know is that I'm not going to be running with whatever they tell me to run with. I'm not going to believe whatever they tell me to believe. I'm going to ask questions and I'm going to think and come to my own conclusion. And my own conclusion is that transgenderism is, I feel, more tied to mental health than tied to identity. Because even as myself, I don't identify myself with my sexuality. I don't identify myself with what I do. I identify myself by who I am and what kind of impression I've made, and kind of like what people, like sex and just like gender and all that stuff is just so far away from anything. Like, I feel like that's such a personal thing anyway. Why even involve anyone in that process? But I would say think very hard before you go snipping and cutting and taking hormones and sterilizing yourselves, because too many times people get into this stuff and it's not really what they want to be, but it's just like they just don't know, and they allow people to kind of like make these decisions for them through fads, through media, through all this stuff. But yeah, was it. I wasn't trying to do anything crazy. I was gonna finish my hair because I'm not even halfway. I have to like curl it and grease and shit anyway. But I'll talk to you guys later. You know, do some more tarot card readings and stuff. And yeah. Till next time.